Hi guys, this is Demon Rants, and today we're doing the next Metallica album review. We're doing the second half of the Load and Reload double album, Reload. So yeah, part 2 of this little double album thing. So yeah, but before I get to the review, I'll mention some of the comments and everything like that, like I always do. Some of you, like me doing the album reviews, which I'm really happy about because I like making them. You got to enjoy the videos you make. And one of my friends said an album from the band All That Remains. Now, I have heard of them before, but never listened to them. So yeah, they're a Christian rock band, so I'll check them out, because I like Creed, so yeah, let's, do that and everything. Oh, and I have to mention also the next video will be a little vlog video, because I'm going to be getting a haircut, and it's going to be some spikes and everything like that. It might look a little bit cheesy, and you may make fun of it, but I just want to let you know so you won't get confused in the next video. It'll look a bit out of place, but yeah. So anyway, let's continue the review. So yeah, today we're going to be reviewing Reload. Since I reviewed Load last time, I got a few notes here. I also forgot to mention in the last video, Load and Reload's conception was that I mentioned the whole history, what Metallica was going through then, but they actually wrote over 20 songs during that time. I'm not sure how many, but yeah, they wrote pretty much over 20 songs, and they had so many songs that they decided to split them onto 2 records. So Load was the first half, they decided, and now we got Reload here, which, in hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea. There was tons of, obviously, the biggest problems was all the filler tracks. So they definitely could have ditched a few tracks and all that stuff. But really, I am happy that Load and Reload exists, because there were some real gems on them. But making it a double album probably wasn't the best decision. Also, it makes them more money. So, yeah. So they did Load and Reload. But yeah, we're going to talk about Reload. So yeah, it was released a year after Load. This came out in 1997. Let's try and think. So yeah, pretty much they took all the rest of the songs and put it on this one. All the songs they wrote. But yeah, now, even though they are a double record, I do notice some differences. I definitely think Load is very country and bluesy sounding, while Reload, to me, is pretty much just standard hard rock. There's a lot of just standard hard rock alternative type songs. There's a few experimental tracks in this, but it's mostly just hard rock. And there's even a little bit of a steampunk kind of edge to it, if you get me. Like, some of these tracks could be like in kind of like a steampunk dystopian city, the factories with smoke and stuff, kind of like picturesque, in my opinion. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm just going to have a look at some of these notes here. We're going to talk about the CD and everything like that. So yeah, I saw this in a shop, and I got Load first, but I got this one afterwards. But yeah, so yeah, let's look at the CD. The font is exactly the same. We've got the black diagonal things. Now the logo here is that they got Load and they just put RE at the beginning of it, Reload. So yeah, a little bit lazy there, but yeah. And the album cover is actually, I think it actually is better than Load, because Load has the gross blood and semen thing on it. Now this is actually urine and blood. So yeah, this is actually a close-up of a jar of urine and some guy pouring his own blood into it and it filling up. So yeah, it's still pretty nasty. But yeah, it's actually by the same artist that did the last album cover. So yeah, that guy's got some problems. But anyway, I remember seeing this cover actually as a kid, because I used to listen to Fuel, obviously, when I first got into Metallica, and I'd watch the one on YouTube where it would just have the picture of the cover. And I used to think the cover was like a tornado. It looks like a bit of a twister here, but in Heat Vision. So yeah, the orangey... the orangey reds and the yellow and everything like that. So yeah, I used to think it was a tornado. Nowadays, I'm pretty shocked at that. But yeah, the back of the CD is the pictures of the band members. They're all screaming, and it's very creepy looking, and it's blurry and everything like that. There's the Ninja Star. Is it? Yeah. The Ninja Stars back again, but yeah, I think they did this because when Load came out, obviously in 1996, they wanted to reinvent themselves by wearing those like suits and sunglasses and all this other kind of weird stuff, eyeshadow, makeup and everything, but yeah, it pissed a lot of fans off, so by the time Reload came out, 1997, they pretty much ditched all that and just started wearing normal clothes again, you know, t-shirts and jeans, but obviously, they still had short hair, so fans were still... Not all the fans were, like, completely satisfied. But yeah, that's just their image, really. I don't think it matters that much. The inside of it, the manual is actually pictures of them at a concert, not like the Load CD, where it was them wearing the outfits and stuff. And there's the CD. It's pretty much the same, but it's silver instead of black. Or grey, I should say. But yeah, so how do I think Reload compares to Load and the others in the discography? Well, you're just going to have to find out by, you know, and now I'm going to talk about the songs. So yeah, track number 1. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double genocide. Yep, Fuel. This freaking song, yeah. I'd say out of all the songs from this, you know, late 90s of Metallica, Load and Reload era, Fuel is hands down the most well-known song. They always play it live at concerts. It's got the Enter Sandman effect. They always play it live at concerts. A lot of casual Metallica fans like it. You know, it's very fast-paced and everything like that, and this song's freaking played everywhere. Like, it was in NASCAR and everything like that, you know, and stuff like that. It was in a Hot Wheels video game on the PS1. I think it was in the intro of some Hot Wheels racing game. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. But yeah, the song Fuel, you know, it's pretty much about the love of racing, you know, fast cars, speeding and everything, you know, quench my thirst with gasoline, everything like that. It's a very fun song to listen to. I think the reason why it's beloved is because of how fast it is compared to a lot of the stuff on Reload. No, Load and Reload, I should say. But really, the song is a little bit cheesy. I wouldn't say it's thrash metal. It's definitely just classic 90s, like, hard rock. But yeah, it's a really fun song to listen to, and it opens up... I think it's an amazing opening track, because it just throws you right into the, you know, into the music. But yeah. So yeah, amazing opening track. Do the rest of the songs follow it, really? Let's find out. The next song, The Memory Remains. Fortune, fame, mirror vein, gone insane, but the memory remains. You know, Memory Remains was a big single, you know, hard rock type song, very alternative sounding. It was a single, it still gets played live a few times. Yeah, it got a music video. They were still wearing the sunglasses, I think, and yeah, they're inside of like a weird kind of like turning room, rotating room, so yeah, that was weird. Oh yeah, fun fact, Reload was actually the first time James shaved his mustache off. Hold on a second, let me just get this. Hope the camera's alright, but yeah, sorry about all these little things here and everything like that. I'll try and stop that in the future, but yeah, fun fact, when Reload came out, obviously James had like a big mustache and everything from the Black Album and stuff like that, but he actually shaved his mustache off during this era, and pretty much ever since he's had the classic goatee, which James Hetfield's known for. But he did grow a mustache for a brief time in 2003, Saint Anger, but he shaved it off again and he's pretty much kept the goatee, so yeah. But yeah, I just mentioned that because he looks like that in the music video. But yeah, they're all playing and everything like that. It's not as creepy as the Until It Sleeps video, but it's up there. Memory Remains and everything like that. Great song. You know, it's about, it's kind of like a Sunset Boulevard type thing. You know, an old star trying to, you know, relive the glory days and everything like that, but not being able to. Yeah, there's a weird bit in the song with, she's called Marianne Faithfull. And she does like a weird da 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 da. She does like this weird thing in the song, and it's very hypnotic and everything and stuff like that. You know, I think it really adds to the song. It does go on a little bit too long, but that's really my only complaint. Oh yeah, I have to mention as well, I actually forgot, I don't want this video to be too long, but yeah, the title of the album, Reload, I think it's actually cool, because Load, it came out and it was just a weird album title. You know, you had Master of Puppets and Justice for All, Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, the Black Album, and then there was just Load. So yeah, it was kind of weird, but Reload I think has a better title because it's kind of like reminds me of like a gun and everything like that. But anyways, let's go back to the songs. But yeah, Memory Remains, very strange song, but it is a great song and everything, very memorable. Still play it live. Track number 3, the next track, Devil's Dance. So yeah, it's got an amazing bass line. This song is heavy as hell, so like muddy sounding. It's really like I would call it a metal song. I honestly do think it's a metal song, this one, Devil's Dance. The song is pretty dark, but it's kind of a bit tongue-in-cheek. And it's about going to hell. It's like the devil and everything, you know. Come on and take a chance. Let's dance. James's voice is like the proper, you know, Load and Reload era type voice here. It's a very good song. The bass guitar by Jason is freaking great. You know, the guitar solo, you know, it's very creepy sounding, the guitar. It sounds like screaming. But yeah, Devil's Dance, amazing freaking song. And they played it at the S&M show. I think Fuel, Memory Remains, and Devil's Dance. And some of the songs from Load, Until It Sleeps, Hero of the Day, Outlaw Torn, Bleeding Me. Those songs were played at Symphony Metallica as well. So yeah, if anybody wants me to review that one, I will do. But yeah, Devil's Dance, great song. And yeah, what else can I say? Track 4, the first proper ballad of the album, The Unforgiven 2. So yeah, the first Unforgiven was on the Black Album, and it was a very like somber sounding, it's a very kind of like a depressing sounding song, because it's like, it's about pretty much being hated, you know, pretty much being hated and betrayed by the world and stuff like that. So yeah, it is a song that a lot of people can relate to. But Unforgiven 2 is a lot different than that. It's pretty much about, you know, unforgiving a person, you know, throwing somebody out, and it's very triumphant sounding, it's very uplifting sounding. It's like a bit of a radio hard rock type song, but I really love it because I can relate to it. There's people which I don't want to associate with anymore, and you know, I listen to that song and it makes me think of that. But yeah, and Unforgiven 3, if I ever review Death Magnetic I might come to it, but yeah. Yeah, Unforgiven 2, it's actually my favourite of the trilogy because it just puts me in a good mood. It makes me, you know, powerful, you know. But yeah, Unforgiven 2, really bloody good song. So yeah, the first 4 tracks of this album are all pretty damn solid. A lot of the fans like them, they get played live and stuff like that, the band likes them. So what happens when you get 4 consistent solid tracks? You get a dud. The start of many duds on this CD. Track number 5, Better Than You. Yeah, this is where the filler tracks, where the album starts to go downhill, which is kind of different with Load, because Load it didn't really go downhill until the middle of the album. Sorry guys, my throat's killing me, but yeah, Load didn't get bad until the middle of the album. Reload seems to just get bad like right here, but we'll talk about it. Better Than You, it's a pretty fun song to listen to. It's like a decent hard rock type song, you know, but the lyrics are pretty much just like, oh, I'm better than you and stuff like that. You know, it's pretty much self-righteousness, this song. They said it was written about Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, but yeah. But the song's way too repetitive. Better than you! Better than you! Yeah, better than you! Pretty much they say better than you about over 20 times in this one song. So yeah, very repetitive sounding. It does have a nice solo in it, and you think the song's gonna end with the cymbal clashing, but it just keeps going on, and yeah, you know, can't stop this train from rolling. That's another bit. But yeah, they've never played it live. It won a Grammy for some reason. This song won a freaking Grammy, but it was never played live, so yeah. Better Than You, not that good. The next song, Slither, another filler track. You know, see you crawling, take your eyes to the sun, you might like it. But yeah, very weird song. I honestly don't know the meaning of the song. I think it's absolutely pointless. It's just a big filler track. He sounds like he's trying to do like a Freddie Mercury from Queen thing, but it doesn't work. And overall, it just sounds like a crappy Motley Crue song. Like it's your typical cheesy hard rock type song. I mean, any band ever could have made it, but Metallica. And honestly, and it rips off Enter Sandman. You know, do 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 do. Well, Slither goes do 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 do. You know. Just not very memorable. It may as well not exist. It goes on for too long, and yeah, Slither. I don't think it's a horrible song, but really, it ain't Metallica, and they never played it live, and the fans don't like it either. So yeah, skip it. Next song, Carpe Diem Baby. Really funny title, but surprisingly, the album picks up again because Carpe Diem Baby is a badass song. I think Carpe Diem is like a Latin term and everything like that. But yeah, you know, the song's about, you know, living your life to the fullest and everything. There's a lot of weird metaphors in it, but yeah, you know, wash your face away with dirt. You know, go Carpe Diem Baby. But yeah, the song's quite long, but it fits the time period and stuff like that. No, the time criteria, I think, the track. Let's think. Yeah, but the song is very atmospheric. It's very, like, alternative sounding. It is quite bluesy sounding, this one. But yeah, the guitars are great. It's very, like, atmospheric. I wouldn't say it's creepy, but it sounds very grand. It sounds like it's, you know, building up to something. So yeah, it's very good. Carpe Diem Baby, I think it's a great bloody song. And they have played it live a few times nowadays. Like, years after Reload was released, but still. Next song, Bad Seed. And yeah, bad is right. Bad Seed, typical dull hard rock song, you know, I know you're choking on the bad seed. I just banged the floor, sorry about that. But yeah, any other band in the world could have made this song, you know, just your typical hard rock tune, really. The song's like, you know, about the truth and, you know, somebody lying and finding out the truth and everything like that. But really, not very good, quite forgettable. I've listened to it a few times, like jammed to it, but really not very Metallica sounding. They've never played it live in full, but they played a jam of it, the little riff of it at Cunning Stunts, which was freaking insane. Some guy got set on fire, it was like a live show. Yeah, that also came out in 1997, so yeah. Wow, 20 years ago. Bad Seed, don't care for it. Next song, Where the Wild Things Are. I think it's named after the children's book. Very alternative sounding, kind of a little bit grungy sounding. Wake up, sleepy one. You know, and I think this is one of the creepiest Metallica songs ever. The song, I think it's about dreams, or kids not, you know, children not realising the, you know, the true nature of the world. I think it's about dreams. There's a lot of imagery that could be in like a nightmare. The wah pedal gets abused a bit too much in this song, you know, wow, wow, wow. But other than that, I think it's a really great song. You know, it's kind of picturesque. It makes me think of images in my mind. Where the Wild Things Are, it's never been played live, and Jason Newsted actually wrote it, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, it's kind of underrated. You know, it's not Metallica sounding, but it's very interesting, so I like that song. Check it out. Next song, Prince Charming. Another hard rock type song that's never been played live, but I think Prince Charming works. I think this song's freaking great. It's got a good speed to it, you know. Prince Charming, say, hey, look, it's me, the one who can't be free. Hey, Ma, look, it's me. The chorus is great. The song is about the devil incarnate, if you're wondering. So, you know, there's a few lines of the song, you know, the poison ivy chokes the tree, you know, kills wildlife, you know, 45 in your mouth, you know, gun, suicide, I guess. You know, the one who does not low ride as children play, you know, child molester. You know, all these kind of sinful things, you know, it's like the devil incarnate in a song. You know, Filthy One on Bourbon Street. Yeah, very, very fun song. Very fast-paced. It's very similar to... hold on a second. Very similar to Fuel in the way it plays. But yeah, they've never played it live, but I really wish they would, because I think it would just be great. It's a very fun song. Right, so Prince Charming. The next track, Low Man's Lyric. Now, I personally think this song is a masterpiece. I do think it's very similar to Mama Said, but instead of being a country song, it's a very folksy sounding song. Folksy sounding, alternative sounding, alternative sounding, type song. And I honestly find the song really depressing sounding. I think it's up there with Nothing Else Matters for sad ballads. But yeah, the song hasn't been played in decades. Like, I don't think it's been played live since 1998, so yeah. But if you're wondering, the song is about a homeless man, wanting forgiveness in the world, and, please forgive me. It uses a hurdy-gurdy, which is like a weird medieval instrument. So there's like, it's like a weird instrument in the background. But I think the song's really sad sounding. I listen to it when I'm upset and everything like that, but yeah, it's a very emotional track. I think it's bloody amazing, this song, and I just wish they'd play it live again. Not sure if they ever will, but yeah, Low Man's Lyric, please check it out. Next song, Attitude, another hard rock type song. There's a lot of hard rock on this one, and yeah, not very good, this one. It's got some fun little lyrics, just let me kill you for a while, just let me kill you for a smile. But overall, it's not very memorable, never been played live again, and really just didn't really need to exist. Any band could have made it. And James's voice sounds very weird on it. But yeah, now we get the final track. It's not as long as Load, it's a little bit shorter, but yeah. The last track, Fixer, spelled with 3 X's. Oh, this song, masterpiece. Again, bloody masterpiece, I would say. It's probably not as good as the Outlaw Tone, but I think it's up there. The guitars are very wild sounding, like that. The guitars, the drumming's fantastic. The song is about, it's never been played live, which out of all the Metallica songs that I want played live, Fixer would be the #1 song. Because I don't think they'll play it live though, because it's very close to the singer. It's about the singer's parents. Tell me, can you heal what your father's done? Fixes holding a mother's son. It's got images of voodoo dolls being stuffed with pins, voodoo dolls and stuff. It's very dystopian sounding, like steampunk sounding. It's just freaking great. It fits the criteria of 8 minutes, Fixer. And it's so damn underrated. Like I said, they never played it live. Not Fixer. Reload is turning 20 years old this year, so maybe they will play it live, but I don't know. But yeah, Fixer, it's just amazing. It's kind of the term eargasm kind of comes into Fixer. But yeah, hold on a second. I pause again. Hope that'll be the last time I do that, guys, because there is something going on in my house. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, Fixer, amazing song. It ends the album on a high note and everything like that. The lyrics are incredible. It's just everything you want in a good song. I think it's up there with the Bleeding Me and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, so that is Reload done. And what do I think of it compared to Load? I honestly don't think it's as good. Honestly, the good songs on Load are like way better than the good songs on Reload, and and stuff like that. I like the hard rock sound to it. I like it's kind of like having a more of a Black Album sound to it, but honestly, I don't think it's as good as Load. I listen to Load more than this one and stuff like that. There's way more filler tracks on it that you'd skip, and stuff like that. Now, I always thought that Reload was the more liked of the two, because it has songs like Fuel on it. But actually, fans say that they hate this album, some fans. And they say that some fans think this album is worse than Saint Anger, which I find that hard to believe, because at least Reload is kind of competent. It's got some less than stellar songs, but it feels competent and it was made with love. But yeah. And Saint Anger, I know why it was so bad. They were pretty much depressed during that era. But anyways... But yeah, there were some fans that downright hate this album, which is kind of a shame. It's still good, just not as good as the first half, Load. Yeah, and I was actually expecting it to be better because of the song Fuel and everything like that, getting me into one of the songs that got me into Metallica. But yeah, I wasn't saying I was disappointed with it. I thought it was just as good as Load in some aspects, but in a way, it isn't, you know, it's not a disappointment compared to Load, but it's just the lesser of the two, I think. But yeah, not a bad album, but still, it's okay. It's not one of their stronger albums, but I think it still has some great tracks on it. Half of the album has never been played live, which, you know, maybe they don't like it, you know, Metallica themselves. But there are some songs I want played live again. Reload's turning 20 years old this year. So maybe we can get some of the lesser known songs, you know, Low Man's Lyric, Fixer. I wish Fixer would be played live. It would be a great opening act. But yeah, maybe Carpe Diem Baby again. Prince Charming would be fun. And obviously Fuel and Memory Remains and stuff like that. But yeah, so I still mention the good songs, but I feel like there's less than Load. But yeah, but overall, thoughts on Load and Reload. I actually think that they should have, you know, obviously they should have taken the best songs and put it on one album. But I think they should have taken all the filler tracks, and they should have put it on a little EP. Similar to Death Magnetic had Beyond Magnetic. There should have been like an Unload, it should have been called. You know, a little EP with the forgettable songs on it, because it's not an album, so you can easily skip that one. But yeah, so Load and Reload, again, Reload, I still don't think it deserves the hate. I still think it's it's a fine record. But yeah, what happened after Load and Reload? They released Garage Inc., which was like a covers album. It was kind of an apology to the people that didn't like Load and Reload. It was kind of going back to basics, and they just did covers from original bands. So yeah, it is nice. It came out in 1998, so yeah. Symphony of Metallica in 1999, the big orchestra type thing. Maybe I'll look at that one day, but yeah. So anyways, we're finished with Load and Reload. Like I said, still damn good, but yeah. So anything I can say? I probably will do more album reviews in the future, but that's pretty much it, guys. I think I mentioned it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. You can still check out Load and Reload if you want. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.